A bit about yourself and about what you're doing.
Yes. Hi, my name is Sarah. I currently work at the Joel D. Valdez Main Library as a library associate in the children's department. So I get to do all sorts of fun stuff with the kids and programming, but I'm also involved in a bunch of programs that Pima County Public Library offers, um, including the Pride Affinity teams and the Bibliolotus Affinity teams. Um, I just wanted to thank the Pima Library Foundation for allowing me to be part of Pima County Public Library while also taking my graduate courses. I think that if I hadn't received this scholarship, it would have been much harder for me to work full-time and also do school full-time. And I may even have had to do potentially partial part-time work. So with your help, I've really been able to dig deep into both aspects, not just library work, but also in my scholarship as well. I wanted to say a little bit more about the things that I've done in the past, honestly, 2 months. I got the promotion for the library associate position. Yay, we love this staff just so you know, I've been in the system for 3 years. I started as a page. This is essentially my second life. I started as a classical musician, and I loved it, but then faced some health problems, which forced me to pivot. And this was my dream after working at a music library. I really wanted to be a public librarian. So now that I'm so much closer, I finally get to do more programming instead of shelving books or processing damaged items. I'm just so grateful that I can dig deep. So in the past 2 months, one of my big projects was to coordinate the Pride Author Talk, which is an annual program, and this was the 28th iteration of that talk with T.C. Tolbert. It was a hybrid event, which is, I think, the first time we had done it hybrid, which I felt strongly about in terms of access. Making sure that people who might not be able to make it into the library physically were also able to make it virtually. We also coordinated to have ASL interpreters, and so I just wanted to make sure that that event, as I was coordinating with the Pride team, was accessible to everyone and welcoming and inclusive. And I've also become the Pride co-chair alongside another person, and so we've been working on outreach. We've worked with local community organizations, had donations to our affinity team, and all sorts of made lots of connections with local community organizations. With the Bibliolotus team, that is an affinity team in the library that supports Asian American communities. And as a Filipino American, it's been a pleasure to work with them. And recently I got to participate in Tucson Meet Yourself as a guest of the Tucson Chinese Chorizo Project. So it was really lovely. I did a demo, and I will say I'm not a cook, so that was a little bit nerve-wracking, but I showed folks how to cook a recipe that was close to my heart and something I grew up with a little bit of a twist. And that was really fun, representing Bibliolotus, Nuestras Raíces, which is the Latina affinity team, and the library generally in that context of Tucson in general. So those are some big things as part of the, I also recently went to the Arizona Library Association conference on Thursday, this past Thursday, and being there and seeing all of my fellow PCPL folks and also getting to communicate and network with other Arizona librarians, I just wanted to comment on how grateful I am for our system. I appreciate learning from others outside, but it really it confirmed to me that being part of PCPL is truly a treasure, you know. So let's see. I finally just wanted to talk about day-to-day life as a library staff at Pima County Public Library, and note some of the feedback I've heard from patrons daily, thanks to the Library Foundation's efforts. So pretty much every day, I either am helping someone apply to receive a hotspot or giving them a hotspot to check out. And every time they receive it, it's kind of like Christmas to them. Yeah, and people want to renew them. It changes lives. I hear people applying for jobs, doing, high school or GED type stuff. It's really exciting, and it's even over the phone. I hear people they are learning new things, and it's wonderful. And the Career Technical High School, I recently spoke with a woman, and she had a bookmark related to the Career Technical High School, and she asked, "Is this for me?" And she was actually the perfect candidate. And the fact that she was in the library and able to talk to someone, even though she wasn't sure if she could participate, I think it was nice that she had a friendly face who could explain it to her. And, we kind of, I showed her where the webpage was, and she felt ready to apply. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So this stuff really does affect real people, and that's part of why I love doing the work that I do, because it's not just it's not just a small sect of the public. You meet everyone,
Yes.
and you help everyone. So yes, thank you so much. And I also just wanted to say that in my scholarship, I noticed so much of the work that I'm doing in classes has been applied to training here at Pima County Public Library, which is evidence of all the people before me who have been at the U of A, taken these courses and applied it. And I hope to also, in the future, become one of these types of mentors who can take that learning and knowledge that I've gotten at the U of A and pass it on to other people in the system. So thank you so much for allowing me this opportunity.